Yep, it's true. I am jealous of Buck Roger toy collectors for very good reasons. Hi everyone, welcome to Battlestar Galactica. If you are a fan of TV shows like Buck Rogers in the 25th Century and Battlestar Galactica, as well as movies like Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, the motion picture, and The Black Hole, please subscribe to the channel. There is very little content on YouTube these days dedicated to those properties, and we need to stick together. Recently, a very good friend of mine made an incredible discovery at a Southern California garage sale. Turns out that the person running the garage sale was selling his father's Cox control line plane collection, and that is where this Buck Rogers control line ship comes from. This is a very, very rare piece that is almost impossible to find today in a sealed mint in box condition. For those of you who are not familiar with this company or their products, it was all the rage in the 60s and 70s for control line aircraft. And basically, it was a gas-powered engine that you would start up and the plane would take off and you would control it as it went in a circle above your head. Now, the majority of the planes that Cox produced were very inexpensive, and I'm not going to call them flimsy, but they were very, very fragile. And they usually did not last for more than a few play sessions, because if you let go of that line or if it crashed into a tree, that was usually it for your Cox plane. Now, Cox was a company that wanted to get into the space craze started by the Star Wars film, but they simply, with their limited budget, could not afford the Star Wars license, so they were looking at other properties like Battlestar Galactica. And like many other small toy makers who were negotiating with Universal Studios to produce Battlestar Galactica merchandise, the company was caught off guard when the show was abruptly canceled. But Universal had another show that was a hit, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, and Cox decided to produce products based on that TV show. So instead of a Battlestar Galactica inspired Cylon Raider or Colonial Viper, we have this really cool Buck Rogers Starfighter. And what I find ironic is that the Starfighter was actually rejected by Glenn Larson for Battlestar Galactica, but used to great effect in Buck Rogers. As for scarcity and values, this is a very hard to find piece in unused sealed condition, as it was very, very popular in 1980 and only produced, I believe, for that 1 year. Also be prepared for the size of the package. It's huge. It's 18 by 18, and Cox used a very thin cardboard, so it's almost impossible to find one of these that is not damaged in some sort of way. So expect to pay between $50 and $75 for a used one in decent shape, and much, much more. I would say close to $400 for one unused and a really nice high-grade package. So now you know why I am jealous of Buck Rogers collectors, because I really wanted my very own Colonial Viper to fly over my head in my backyard. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you were one of the lucky kids to have received this back in 1980. Please subscribe to the channel. Give this episode a thumbs up. I will see you in the next episode. Have a great Galactica day, everyone.